everybody, thanks a lot for tuning in. This is going to be a little bit different kind of baby update vlog. 7 months old as of the 21st, and I thought this would be maybe a good time to do sort of a 6-7 month update, but talk about it more in terms of the different things she's liking or enjoying doing, because I get a lot of questions about those kinds of things, but sometimes just the typical baby updates don't address a lot of the specifics. But Belle is doing so great. We had a great visit over this past weekend. My parents were down and they brought their new little dog Pippi, who is a Morkie, a combo Maltese and Yorkie, and she is the cutest little thing. She's just a little puppy. Like, she's not gonna be a big dog, but she is so tiny right now. Belle just had an absolute ball, you know, playing with her, just kind of observing her trotting around and playing with her toys, kind of the way she likes to watch Cupcake. Also, as of yesterday, guys, I felt my first little tooth poking through. Down here on the bottom, you know, there are these two bottom teeth right in the center. I think the one on the left, you can't even see it really to look at her, but as you kind of run your finger along the gum line, I can definitely feel a little something starting to poke through. So that explains a lot of the on and off fussiness. She's not just flat out angry all the time, but she'll just go through these bouts where I can tell, you know, she's cutting teeth and it's bothering her a little bit. But that brings me to her first favorite thing that she's really enjoying, and it's not like we had some sit-down conversation, you know, what should we include in this video? I'm just going by what I observe and the, you know, the things that seem to put her at ease or that she likes, and she really enjoys these little teether type things. This little raspberry, we have 2 of these and I found them at Walmart, and she, first off, has never wanted to take a pacifier. I remember when she was brand new and I knew that as I was starting to breastfeed, I didn't want her to have one at that time until we really established it, and then I think it took me a while to feel like, okay, we really got this now, and by that time she didn't even have any interest in a pacifier. So she doesn't really take this like she's just sucking on it, but she just loves to, I think, move her gums around on this texture here, and it is a little bit squishy. She'll put it in right side up, upside down. Upside down's really cute because it looks like a little mustache. One day when I was in Walgreens, I discovered this one by the same brand, and I hadn't seen this anywhere else. But this one feels a little more solid. It doesn't squish in quite as much, but you know, fits really nicely in her mouth. And as you guys with babies know, you know, they're discovering the world with their mouth, and they want to put everything in there. So any kind of toy that she feels like she can just easily grab and put up to her mouth and nom on a little bit is a really good thing. And something she really loves to play with is this tub of toys that I got for her, and this is by Infantino. These are BPA free, and it says 9 squeezable teethable animal pals. So these actually all have a little hole in the mouth, so these could be like kind of squirt toys in the tub. For now, she just loves picking them up. Like I said, they've all got kind of a different shape to them, so they've each got something interesting for her to put in her mouth and chew on. She'll grab them, I'll put them on top of, you know, some of these rubbery blocks. Whenever I sit her down on her little blanket play area, I have all of these in the bucket, and I let her be the one to kind of, you know, pull them out, dump this over, or take some out, or whatever. It's really fun to just sort of see her discover these for herself every time. Beat the drum. She's got a couple of favorite books. One of them is Bubbles Bubbles.
Bubbles bubbles on my nose, bubbles bubbles on my toes.
I just think everything about this book is pretty much perfect for her age because you've got the really big pictures. It's not a long book. She gets really excited when the Elmo page comes around and the last page where all the characters are.
Do you like that book?
I think this may have been a gift from Tyler's mom in a Christmas stocking, and I believe, like, it's so funny, his mom and my mom for Christmas time, we ended up getting a bunch of these different books from each of them, none of the same books. It was almost as if it was planned, but I think they came from the one spot in Target. But with these really stiff, you know, board-like pages, it's really fun because she kind of gets some enjoyment sometimes out of pressing them open or kind of holding it open. She also loves any kind of book with a flap, like this one. This is Pat the Pet. You know, there's a different pet that Paul enjoys. and Judy are thinking about on every page, and you know, the flap comes open, and sometimes after I open it, she'll like put her hand on it and like make sure it gets down. It's just a cute book, and it's fun to see them kind of get in the rhythm of thinking, okay, with every page something's gonna come open and I'm gonna see another picture. Also, I know on the Express channel we had reviewed the Kick and Play piano gym several months ago. She really liked it then in more of a laying on her back, like batting at the toys type of mode. And now that she's sitting by herself, she likes to have the piano actually turned flat, and you can just twist it up like that and she can sit right under it and, you know, slam on the keys and still make the music happen and everything. And I know that piano part will come totally off of the gym or whatever you want to call it, so you could just pack that up if you were going somewhere and take it alone. And she also continues to love her exerciser. You can make it more tippy, you know, as they're in there, and she's really liking, you know, to rock back and forth, play with all the toys in there, the little like plastic pages that flip back and forth. She gets a big kick out of those. And I know this is really the time where babies are exploring, you know, scooting and crawling, but she gets far more enjoyment from standing, and so she'll stand up to the side of the exerciser. Obviously I help her up to it. She's not pulling herself up there yet. And then just a few other random things. I think I mentioned the Biaba in another video. That's the baby food maker that I've got, and I've really been liking that. I just recently did a big batch of bananas in there and froze some, but even if I just have a really ripe banana that I mash up with a fork, maybe add a little bit of water to it to thin it out, she loves that. That's probably one of her favorite things to eat. Like I said earlier, she loves watching Cupcake play. She likes watching me cook, sitting in her high chair and kind of just watching me move about the kitchen. She definitely enjoys stroller rides, gets a kick out of any sort of breeze hitting her, so that's fun. And also, the song, Love Can Build a Bridge by the Judds. I know I had tweeted about this very, very early on, that this song really seemed to soothe her from the beginning, and my family can vouch for this. It has an almost immediate effect on her. Like, once that song starts, before you even hear any voices in the song, she just calms and quiets. And even to this day, you know, the teething has been bothersome to her at times, but she hears that song and 9 times out of 10, it really does like calm her down, and just, you know, it just takes her into quiet time. I don't know what it is. And we've also found that if you don't have your phone near you to play that song, if you don't have immediate access to the Judds singing it, I can sing it, even Tyler can sing it, and that has a similar effect. It's just a calming, soothing song. If you're looking for something that can maybe put them into a quiet zone, you know, just tone everything down, you might try it. I'm not saying it'll work for every kid, but it works for ours. But that's about all I've got at this time to share with you in terms of her favorite things. I might do like a mommy favorites video, you know, those things that pertain to baby, but not the things she's like herself actively using. But thank you so much for keeping up with these vlogs. I've had a lot of people saying, you know, I've got a little baby too, right around the same age, and I like keeping up with this sort of thing. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys later. Bye.